Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, and welcome to day 18 of our 30-day tapping challenge. We're getting there day by day, and like I always say, whether it's a healing journey or whether it's any project or goal you have, it doesn't have to be a sprint, it can be a marathon. Just learn to pace yourself because that's what's so important. So today we're going to tap about turning your inner critic into your inner coach. And I know in working with women with breast cancer and having experienced it twice in my life, I know that a lot of women who have breast cancer are very hard on themselves. They have really big expectations. They wear many hats. They're super moms. They're business women. They're trying to do it all. They've learned, hello Theo, they haven't learned to say no. They haven't set proper boundaries. They're always, running, taking care of other people. They're not perhaps learning to take some time to nurture and love themselves. So today we're going to work on turning that inner critic into our inner coach. And learning to create that inner coach takes time because we have to start catching ourselves when we're saying negative things about ourselves. And so if you've never done tapping before and looks really weird, it's okay, but follow along with me. Basically, tapping helps to calm down that nerve system. It gives a voice for those negative emotions, perhaps that you've been stuffing and you haven't felt comfortable to express. And then we turn things around and we tap in the positive. So on a scale of 1 to 10, think about how you feel. When you think about how hard you are on yourself, perhaps your disappointment in having the breast cancer diagnosis. Well, Chris Wark, good morning. Hello. So perhaps having the diagnosis of breast cancer, perhaps you feel like your body's betrayed you, or perhaps you feel like your body has let you down and you're overwhelmed with this diagnosis and you're not really sure what you need to do. So that inner critic is going to beat you up and going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't have cancer, you should have done things better, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But we're going to change that and we're going to start catching ourselves when we have those negative thoughts and emotions, and we're going to learn to be our own cheerleader. So follow along with me and just repeat and think about it on a scale of 1 to 10. How do you feel as far as being that inner critic versus being your cheerleader? And if you're at a 10 where you feel like you always beat yourself up a lot, that's okay because we're going to turn things around. All right. Hi, Martine. Nice to see you. Yes, definitely need to talk about fear of reoccurrence. Actually, that's a good one. We can tap on that tomorrow. All right. Here we go. So even though I may be really hard on myself and my inner critic beats me up sometimes, I choose to accept those emotions and give them a voice and learn to turn that around. Even though my inner critic perhaps has beat me up sometimes, perhaps there's disappointment, perhaps there's frustration about this breast cancer diagnosis, I choose to express my emotions and give them a voice. All right, one more time. Even though my inner critic beats me up sometimes, and it doesn't feel fair, perhaps, that I have this diagnosis, and I should have done things differently, I choose to accept those emotions, give them a voice, and learn to turn those around. All right, so just follow along. You can do one hand, two hands, and just inside the eye. This inner critic, side of the eye, it really beats me up sometimes. Under the eye, I'm so hard on myself. Under the nose, how did I end up with breast cancer? On the chin, I should have done things differently. Collarbone, all this pain and suffering. This cancer diagnosis. Top of the head. These feelings of frustration. Inside the eye. I don't do it all perfectly every day. Side of the eye. It's hard to get everything done every day. under the eye. This frustration that I have under the nose. How did I end up with this diagnosis? On the chin. I should have done things differently. Collarbone. I'm so hard on myself sometimes. And then the next point is about 4 inches under your armpit. But when I think about myself, top of the head, perhaps I can start thinking of myself as that little girl, side of the eye, who needs nurturing under the eye instead of criticism. Under the nose. What if, on the chin, I started applying compassion to myself? Collarbone. Instead of being so hard on myself. Under the arm. Sometimes the things that I say to myself inside my head, top of the head, are so harsh and so mean inside the eye. But would I say that to somebody else? Would I say that to a little child? Under the eye. So when I catch myself being that inner critic under the nose, I can choose to apply compassion instead on the chin and learn to be loving and kind to myself. Collarbone. Because it hasn't been easy. Under the arm. A cancer diagnosis is challenging. It's life-changing. Top of the head. It's earth-shattering. And there can be a lot of fear involved. Side of the eye. There can be a lot of challenging emotions that come up. Under the eye. So cheering myself on under the nose and catching myself doing what is right on the chin instead of always catching myself doing what is wrong. Collarbone. I can learn to cheer myself on and even give myself some high fives. Top of the head. And I can catch myself doing great things. Just the fact that you're watching this video and you're tapping and taking the time to do that, that's awesome. Because you recognize that you want to change things under the eye. The fact that you got your juicing done, that you're doing your coffee enemas, that you're taking your supplements, that you're working on your emotional wounds, that you're learning about biological dentistry, all those things that can create vibrant health. You're on an amazing journey. Hi, Joelle. Top of the head. So it's not just about getting rid of that lump or the bump inside the eye. It's about a complete transformation of your life. Of my life, side of the eye. So when I catch myself doing things right, under the eye, I can high five myself. I can look in the mirror and say, great job. You can tell yourself, you're amazing. You're doing great things. Under the arm. And the more I catch myself doing things right, and the more time I spend in silence and in reflection and in journaling under the eye, I can express my emotions more freely and really recognize all the amazing things that I am doing that are right. And if I slip sometimes and I become critical or I get angry with myself, it's okay. I can say, you know what? You're imperfect. Next time it'll be better. Under the arm. So I choose to really cheer on my inner coach, top of the head. I choose to learn to have compassion on myself, side of the eye. I choose to learn to love my body and nurture my body, under the eye. And I choose to have faith in my body's ability to heal, under the nose, and to thank my body, be very thankful for all the functions that it's doing every single day without my even thinking about it. So I can be grateful and joyful for so many amazing things in my life. And turn on that inner coach that can cheer me on and remind me how amazing I am, how I've accomplished so many things in my life. I've overcome some serious challenges in my life, and I'm still here, and I'm still transforming and growing, having compassion for myself, and learning to love myself and my life. Take a deep breath. So hopefully you felt a shift. If you haven't, then watch the video over again. I've posted all the challenge on the YouTube videos. And find yourself an EFT coach if you feel that you need some more help. There's great resources, the tappingsolution.com, EFT Universe. There's all kinds of information out there about tapping. So tomorrow I'm going to take Martine's advice and we're going to talk about the fear of reoccurrence, or we can even take it a step further, the fear of the cancer progressing. So we'll definitely tap on that fear and shift that around so that you have complete confidence in your body's ability to heal. So excuse my hair. I just came back from a run. I'm a little sweaty, but I wanted to knock it out of the way because my granddaughter Bijou is still visiting. So we're going to spend some time at the pool today. All right, everybody. Sending you a big healing heart hug. Mwah. Love you. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.